Okay, we didn't do, right?
No, we stopped at colors only, and then you gave the homework for the family.
Family. Okay, sounds good. Okay, here, this is one of the most important verbs. So we call it verb avoir. In English, it's to have. Has, have is common with this. So write this down. We call this verb avoir. No need to write down this part. Okay, pronunciation part is not needed. Not this part also. Just let me write it. It's easy. This is a little complicated, but okay. Avoir is to have. Okay. You know, je, tu, il, those things you know, right? Je is I, tu is you. That part is all right, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Je, tu as, il a, elle a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, elles ont. Let's write this down. Okay. Avoir is to have. Je means I have. Je, I have. Tu as, you have. Il a, he has. Elle a, she has. Nous avons, we have. Vous avez, you have. Ils ont, they have. Elles ont, again, they have the feminine form. J'ai, tu as, il a, elle a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, elles ont. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's move forward.
So so can I raise a question here?
Yeah,
Just
sure.
a clarification. Now I see the verb. It's how do you pronounce that again?
Our.
Our. So why don't you have the word in front of what you just typed right now? Because it's completely different
It's like
from.
it's completely different. Like our and netra, I cannot like say why. There's no logical reason. That's how the language is, but it is changing. All the forms are changing. Like in English, when you say like, it's like this: to to be verb, am is are, but be the verb is be, right? But it's changing. Am is are. It's changing, right?
Hmm?
It's something like that. There's no logical reason, but it's changing.
Okay, right.
You have to, this hour and nature is really, really important. By heart and keep it, because like when you're learning past tense and all, these are coming as auxiliary verbs. So you have to make sure you by heart and keep these two verbs. This one, and I'm be doing to be verb as well. Those are really important. Okay.
Okay, right. Thanks.
Yeah. Let's go to the, okay. Here you have some examples with verb avoir. J'ai deux stylos. Write down the first example. J'ai deux stylos. I have two pens. J'ai deux stylos. I have two pens. Tu as trois frères. Tu as trois frères. You have three brothers. Tu as trois frères. You have three brothers. Il a une idée. Il a une idée. He has an idea. Il a une idée. He has an idea. Okay, then this one is important. Make sure, like, when you are asking the age and replying for that, you are using verb avoir. It's little uncommon when you're comparing with English. So how old are you? You're using like be verb, right? But in French, make sure it's an exception. You are using avoir to ask that question. Tu as quel âge? How old are you? Tu as quel âge? Especially a different color, maybe you can write it in a different color pen to make it highlight. Tu as quel âge? How old are you? Tu as quel âge? Tu as quel âge? J'ai 30 ans. I'm 30 years old. J'ai 30 ans. Okay, Andrea, tu as quel âge?
I don't know how to say my age.
Numbers you cannot remember?
Just can't remember.
Okay. Sean, tu as quel âge?
Same here. You'll have to give us some time to come up with it.
Okay. Go back and get ready for this question.
Okay.
How old are you? Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Tu as quel âge, Andrea?
J'ai 23.
J'ai 23 ans.
J'ai 23 ans.
Okay. Sean, tu as quel âge?
J'ai Sean Cotre on.
J'ai 34 ans. Okay.
Quatre.
Yeah. Prabjot, tu as quel âge?
J'ai 27 ans.
J'ai 27 ans. Okay. Okay, now we are coming to this part. It is also coming with avoir, but you don't have like several forms. This is like il y a un livre. There is. Il y a is there is. Write down this part. This means there is. So when you say il y a un livre, there is a book. Il y a des livres, there are books. Il y a. Il y a un livre, il y a des livres. Il y a. This whole thing is il y a, okay? Il y a. Write down these two examples. Okay, now we are coming to the vocab book family. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
the family is la famille. La famille. This is the word la famille. We don't pronounce double L there. We don't say it famille. It's famille. La famille. Most of the time, keep it in mind, like you don't pronounce double L when there are like two L's there. We don't pronounce them. Okay. My family is ma famille. Ma famille. Ma famille. The parents, les parents. Les parents. It's always plural. Les parents. Les parents. Mother, la mère. La mère. La mère. Father, le père. Le père. Father. Le père. La mère, le père. Wife, la femme. La femme. La femme. Husband, le mari. Le mari. Sister, la sœur. Sister, la sœur. Brother, le frère. Le frère. Brother. Le frère. Brother. Child, l'enfant. L'enfant. So here they have put MOF, masculine or feminine. So for both the forms, you are using enfant. There's no like feminine or masculine form. Like there are no two words for that. Plural is les enfants, les enfants. Les enfants, les enfants. La famille, la fille, daughter, la fille. Make sure you are not pronouncing it as la fille. No, that's la fille. Then le fils, son, le fils. So here the family members of your immediate family. This is extended family members. So we call ma famille éloignée. My extended family. Ma famille éloignée. Ma famille éloignée. My extended family. My family.
Sorry, where? Oh, so on top. Okay, got it.
It's here. Ma famille éloignée. Les grands-parents, grandparents, les grands-parents, les grands-parents. Les grands-parents, grandparents. La grand-mère, grandmother, la grand-mère, grandmother. Le grand-père, grandfather, le grand-père, grandfather. Les petits-enfants, grandchildren. Les petits-enfants. Les petits-enfants. Then grandson, le petit-fils, le petit-fils. Le petit-fils. La petite fille, la petite fille. Granddaughter, le petit-fils, la petite fille. L'oncle, uncle. You call it tonton also, that's very, very informal, but you say that, tonton. L'oncle is uncle, then la tante, aunt. So you say call tati also, la tante, aunt. Le neveu, nephew, le neveu, nephew. La nièce, niece. Le neveu, la nièce. Then you have le cousin, la cousine, cousin. Le cousin is masculine, la cousine is feminine. Then step family, la belle-mère, stepmother, la belle-mère, stepmother. La belle-mère, stepmother. Le beau-père, stepfather, le beau-père, stepfather. Half-sister, la demi-sœur, la demi-sœur. Le demi-frère, half-brother, le demi-frère, half-brother. La belle-mère, le beau-père, la demi-sœur, le demi-frère. Okay, we did to be already, right? Then after that only we did colors and adjectives and stuff. Now you know verb être and avoir. All right. Okay. Now we are learning verb simple present tense. We are starting simple present tense. Did I ask you to get a separate book for that? No, right?
No.
No. Okay. So what you're gonna do? I recommend to like get a separate book for that. In simple present tense, you have like 3 categories. You have ER verbs there, you have IR verbs, and the third group is irregular group. So I'll be starting the lesson at home. Get a small booklet and divide it into 3 parts. So ER is the largest group, but it has like a similar format. So once you will like conjugate 2-3 verbs, so other verbs you can make it as a list because the whole thing is conjugated in a similar way. IR, it is a smaller group, but you can put smaller space for that. And the third group is the biggest one. It's like it doesn't have a lot of verbs. The thing is like one, it is getting changed one from each other. So that for that part, third group, you need a lot of space. So get a booklet and do it at home, but we are starting ER verbs in this today, okay? So put the topic simple present tense, and the special thing is like we don't have a present continuous tense in French language. Simple present tense and present continuous tense is similar. So you can put both the topics there. Simple present tense and present continuous tense. And under that, the subgroup, it's ER verbs. We are learning ER verbs now. Okay, the first verb is jouer. Jouer is to play. What you are doing here is, you are taking the verb in any of ER verbs. What you are doing, take the infinitive format of the verb and cross ER. You remove ER. Okay. And for the remaining part, we say stem. For the stem, you are adding these endings. If in je, you are adding E. Tu, ES. Il, L, E. Nu, ONS. Vu, EZ. And il and L plural, ENT. Okay, I want you to write down this chart. Did you got it? You understood it?
I have no idea what I'm doing, to be honest.
What
Could
happened?
you kindly explain that like just one more time?
Okay, so we are learning simple present tense. Okay, I'm teaching the format, how to conjugate that. So we are in the present tense, the first part of that. We have like 3 categories: ER, second one is IR, and the last one is irregular. So we are doing ER now. Okay, so in this group, all the verbs are coming ending with ER. What you do, take the infinitive verb, you are crossing ER, and you are conjugating them. So once you will cross ER, you have JOU. For je, you are adding E. Tu, you are adding ES. Illel, you are adding E. Nu, you are adding ONS. Vu, you are adding EZ. For illel plural, you are adding ENT.
So what's the end result? Like how is it going to sound in a practical sense? Like that's what I don't understand. Like we're cutting it, we're going to add these words, that's fine.
Yeah.
But could you like probably give an example in like in the English language?
Like Sean, you have to stop comparing 2 languages. Like
No, but I don't understand what I'm doing. That's the only
yeah,
concern.
the thing is like learn the language as it is. Like this, if you try to, especially you cannot compare this language with English. These are like totally 2 different ways. This language is how is it? Like you, in simple present tense, like it also changes. Like if you take verb jouer, so I, we, you, they, you can put it as play. But for he, she, it, you make it plays, right? In simple present tense.
All right, okay.
It is something like that, but actually you cannot like compare languages. Like here in French, can you remember like we are categorizing in nouns into masculine and feminine only. We don't have a neutral form. It is something like that. There's no logic all the time behind that. You have to learn the language as it is. Okay?
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep moving, then you will get it. This I know it is little like French language. There's no, for some things like there's no logic at all, but yeah. Okay, first write down, then we'll practice with some more verbs. Let's write that one, and I'll be doing one more verb. Sure. When you're writing, you should not like write, for the example, write this chart. When you are like conjugating, it looks like this. Okay, then write down verb parler and conjugate chanter, danser, and travailler. No need to write down a chart. Just do like I did verb parler. First write down the chart, then we'll write down parler in your writing book, and then conjugate chanter, danser, and travailler, and send me your answer. Take a picture and send it to me. I want to check whether you got it.
මම කෑවෙමි කෑවෙමු අපි නම් කෑවෙමු. It's something like that, no?
Sorry, I didn't hear.
Like in Sinhala,
Hmm.
when you write, if you start the sentence from mama, you
Yeah.
finish from kෑවෙමි.
Me. Yes, it's like
අපි නම්
that.
කෑවෙමු. Okay.
Yes, something like that.
Okay.
And
Got it.
in English also, like we change he, she, it. We add in s for the verb, right? Plays, eats, something like that.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
But this is more into writing form, right? Like when you speak, also
Yeah. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the pronunciations now.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Je joue. So the pronunciation doesn't change up to sh, tu, and il. Je joue, tu joues, il joue. For nous, it's changing jouons, jouons, vous jouez, and il plural also joue. Je, tu, il, and il plural, it's the same pronunciation. Nous and vous is changing. Je joue, tu joues, il joue, nous jouons, vous jouez, il joue. Parler, je parle, tu parles, il parle, nous parlons, vous parlez, il parle. When it comes to chanter, je chante, tu chantes, il chante, nous chantons, vous chantez, il chante. Okay?
Hirisha, just one more clarification.
Yeah.
Now, the Sinhala example that I gave you, that's we usually, write it in a formal sense, no?
Yeah.
And especially when you're writing only, you would actually say mama nang kෑවෙමි, අපි නම් කෑවෙමු.
We don't
But
say
when,
that.
when you talk, you don't say that, right?
Yeah. But
so what I want to know is,
you say this.
Oh, in French, you would actually speak like this also.
Yeah. And let me tell you one thing. In French, they really care about formal and informal. Okay.
Okay.
So in formal occasion, it's like if you are speaking with an unknown person or you're speaking with like a respectable person, you have to use that form. They care about that.
Okay.
Okay. And there are some grammar types that we don't use in speaking language, but these things they generally use. There's no exception.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you have one more verb. You can write it down. Write down this verb habiter and écouter. This is special, this thing, like H is a vowel in French language. You can remember that, right? Only in je, what we are doing is you remove E and put the apostrophe. It doesn't happens in other forms. So then I'll write this one. Tu habites. So here you also a vowel, right? But you don't remove that. Only it happens in je. Okay. And I'll give you another example. Aimer, to like. Starting with the vowel. Adore, to love. Okay. And écouter, you have verb écouter here. It's also started with the vowel. So in all these verbs, like you're removing E for je and then put a apostrophe there. Write this down. Okay, I'll do the pronunciation of abite. Shabit, tu abit. Usually, like when you have letter H in the beginning of the sentence, you don't pronounce it. So you don't say shabit, tu habit. No, it's abit. Shabit, tu habite, il habite, nous habitons, vous habitez, il habite, elle habite. When you check a verb aimer, shame, tu aimes, il aime, elle aime, nous aimons, vous aimez, il elle aime. Okay. Have you finished writing down? Can I move to the next part? Yes?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Okay, this one will be coming back. And okay, I want you to write down the vocabulary for this as a homework and house vocab. This one also you have to write down at home in your writing book. We are like discussing it here. Okay, let's do a worksheet for ER and IR before moving into the next one. Let me share it with you. Okay, I shared it in the chats. Sorry, the in WhatsApp group. Let me do it in the chats as well. Okay, please open the link. Let me explain what you're gonna do there. Yeah, here you go. So verb etre and avoir, you have to fill in the blanks with etre and avoir. And then here they say, so this one you have to complete with verb etre. This one is also with etre. Okay. And this here you have to match. You can like match like this. Okay. So you have to match this part. It's a then here you have to fill in the blanks with avoir. Again, you have to use the correct form for this. And here you have to select between etre and avoir. Number 6 is a little complicated. Okay. Do the worksheet and I'll send you my email so you can share it with me. This is the first time you are doing a worksheet or have we done earlier?
First time for me.
Okay, let me then give it. Okay, what you need to do, like fill this one and what here, finish it. When you finish it, you have two options. Email my answer to my teacher, select that option, and then write down your name, like it's just enough, Sean. Group level, you can say French. Sorry, group level, you can put TEF, TEF, that we are learning for, and French. And I shared my email address in the chats. You can send it, put it here and send it to me. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. So you're gonna, the whole thing is about verb etre and avoir, not the er, okay? Etre and avoir, what we did before er. Simple present tense. Okay, start doing it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Now, this verb is coming to the irregular verb. When you are like getting that booklet, write this verb in the irregular part. This is one of the most important verbs because like there are some phrases. It comes all the way, all the time with this verb fare. Okay, so this is coming in the irregular conjugated verbs. Third group. Write down verb fare. Fare is to do or to make, and write down the conjugation. Je fais, tu fais, il fait, elle fait, on fait, nous faisons, vous faites, ils font, elles font. Write down that part and write down the meaning also. No need to write that is first person, second person, third person. That no need to write. No need to write down the pronunciation also. Just write down the verb. Okay. Je fais, tu fais, il fait, elle fait, on fait. This on, the person on, it's represent one. It can be anyone. On fait, nous faisons, vous faites. Okay, here it's totally different. You see, like normally in vous, you are ending, this thing is with EZ, right? It's totally different, and il and il plural also totally different. That's why this is in irregular group. Ils font, elles font. Okay, with verb faire, there are several expressions involved. So when you are using expressions, when you are speaking or when you are writing, you are getting more marks. Okay, so try to like by heart some of them, then you can like whenever it's necessary you can use them. Okay, first one, faire attention, to pay attention. Write it down. Faire attention, to pay attention. Faire attention. Next one, faire connaissance, to get acquainted. It's like to get knowledge. Connaissance is knowledge. Faire connaissance. Faire connaissance you can use to know each other. Faire connaissance. Faire connaissance. Next one, faire la morale. Faire la morale, to scold. Je fais la morale, I scold. Faire la queue, to wait in line. Faire la queue. The last one, sans faire, leave it. I'll explain it later. Faire attention, faire connaissance, faire la morale, faire la queue. Okay. The next part, quickly write down these expressions, phrases. I'll pronounce it. Just quickly write this down. Finished?
Yeah.
Okay. Faire la cuisine, to do the cooking. When you say you do the cooking, tu fais la cuisine. Faire la cuisine. Then faire la lessive, or you can say faire la ligne also, to do the laundry. Faire la lessive, faire la ligne. Then to do the gardening, faire le jardin. Faire le jardin. Faire le jardin. To make the bed, faire le lit. Faire le lit. To do the household work, faire le ménage. Faire le ménage. To do the dishes, faire la vaisselle. Faire la vaisselle. To do the windows, it's like to clean the windows. Faire les carreaux. Faire les carreaux. To do the shopping, faire les courses. Faire les courses. To do the ironing, faire le repassage. Faire le repassage. Okay. Right. To do this one, we have to finish house vocab. So I'm not going to do right now. Okay, I'll be teaching this part like this tense is not in like in English or in Sinhala we don't have this form. But French language they have. Like I'll just give a small introduction to this, but don't get confused. Like this part is not in any of these languages, okay? Okay, so we call them pronominal, okay? So we are using this format if when the action is happening to that person itself. It's a if I'm like, for example, let me give for example, like if you wash something, so the action is happening to that something. Like when I wash clothes, the action is happening to clothes, right? When I get a wash to myself, the action is happening to me, right? Do you understand the difference between that?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, in French language, if the action is happening to that person itself, we are using this form. Okay? We call it pronominal. I'm just giving a small introduction to this. This will be done. We call it pronominal. Okay? So we are taking the verb here. They have given the verb s'amuser, to have fun. So you're having fun to yourself, right? The having fun is something happens to that person itself. S'amuser. First write down the conjugation, then I'll give you one more verb. So the infinitive format all the time, I'll give you an example. S'amuser. I remove that E because the next amuse is started with the vowel. So to wash, se laver. This is the infinitive format. All the time there's an infinitive this thing. And when it goes to that person to person, it changes. Here for me, ma, tu, ter, sir, nu, wu, sir. I'll conjugate the verb lave in the other side. Sha, ma, love. It's a ER verb. Tu, ter, love. Il, se love. Elle, se lave. Nous, nous lavons. Vous, vous lavez. Il se lave. Elle se lave. Can I write this down also? Isma, ta, sa, nu, vu, se. Those are the pronominal tags. It's how you shows this is a pronominal. In English, you can say reflective verbs. There's a reflection. That thing is happening to that person itself. Giving you two verbs to conjugate. You send it to me once you will finish it. S'habiller. I want you to conjugate these two verbs and send it to me. Once you will finish writing the examples, conjugate these two verbs and send it to me. Prabjot. In this verb abiye, H is a vowel. So you see in this verb amuse,
Oh,
what happens? You have to do that, right?
uh,
Abiye, you have to send me again. And Sakusha is correct. So here you see you are removing
oh, okay.
that
Okay,
has
okay,
to
okay.
follow that one and redo Shabiye and
Oh,
Sabiye
okay.
and send it to me.
Hmm.
Sean, your answer is correct.
Okay, cool.
And Prabjot, where's no and woo for this verb? Okay, you just did that part, right? But you know how to do it, right? The whole thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Andrea, we are waiting for your answer.
Yeah, Senna, I also did the same mistake as Prabjot.
Okay, just quickly correct it and send it to me. Okay, until Andrea send it. Andrea, let's do this one. You can send the answer later. Okay, you send it, yeah? Okay. Yeah, it's correct, Andrea. Okay. Next one. Here you're learning how to, like, when you have two verbs together. For example, let's take, I like to talk. Like is a verb, to talk is a verb, right? So in this some circumstance, what you're gonna do, you're conjugating the first verb, shame, partly. So the second verb, you keep it in infinitive format. Shame, partly. I like to talk. You're conjugating only the first verb. Second one, nous détestons travailler. Detester is a ER verb to hate. We hate working. We hate to work. Just write down these two examples. Shane parler, nous détestons travailler. Let's take one more example. J'adore, I love cooking. I love to cook. J'adore cuisiner. Got it, right? Done?
Yeah.
Okay. So the homework are, you're gonna write down the vocab for this one we did. You write down the vocab for games, this one, and then you're gonna write down the vocab for house. This is the house vocab is really important. It comes in your reading paper, writing paper, speaking, everywhere. You are getting this vocab. This is really important. Write down this in your writing book. So I'm always asking you to write, because when you're writing, you are like practicing the spellings, right? Then like when like you practice writing more, so it's easy for you, rather than like it's, you can just print this one and do the write down the meanings, but still like then you're not practicing the, you're not getting familiarized with the words. So better to write down this in your writing book. Okay, do that. And any questions from today's lesson? All okay. So get a small booklet and start writing down.
Yes, we have to review it more thoroughly.
Sorry? Sean, I cannot hear you. Hello? Sean,
Hello?
you said something, right?
Sorry, we lost. No, I said we will have to review it more thoroughly.
Yeah, you have to. Otherwise, like when I start doing past tense, future, and all, it will be really hard. Like, make sure you practice in the simple present tense a lot. You have to be clear on that. Otherwise, when I'm doing more tenses, it will be really hard for you. So you need, like, you have to allocate some hours in that particular week to study this. Otherwise, it will be really, really hard. Okay. Okay, then that's
Yeah.
all for
Okay.
today. So get a separate booklet and make it like divide it into 3 parts. So in ER you don't have much verbs, IR also you don't have much verbs, but keep a lot of space for the third irregular group. So I did one verb fair, that's in the irregular verb. All the other verbs we did, it's coming under ER. Okay. So make sure you do it and come to the next class because I'll be teaching more and more verbs in the next session. Okay, that's all for today. Do you have any other questions? All good?
No, not yet.
Okay, you have to study, right? Study and make sure you, whenever there's something you don't understand, in the next class, please ask. I'll explain, okay?
Sure.
Okay, then that's all for today.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Sean, you have to send me the worksheet, okay?
All right. I'll send it.
Do it. Okay, au revoir, à bientôt.
Or
Yeah.
À bientôt.